There's a reason Bong Joon-ho called Parasite a stairway movie. From its very first frame, the film establishes a world where social status isn't just a theme, it's built into the architecture. The wealthy Park family lives in a sleek, sunlit mansion at the top of a hill, while the struggling Kim family scrapes by in a semi-basement, literally half buried underground. But what makes Parasite so special isn't just its commentary on class, it's how seamlessly it blends genres. It's a dark comedy, a thriller, a tragedy, and at times even a horror movie. It keeps you on edge, never letting you settle into one expectation before pulling the rug out from under you. And by the time it all comes crashing down, it's impossible to look away. Let's talk about how Bong Joon-ho crafted a modern masterpiece.
진짜 니가 착한 거지. I'm deadly serious.
근데 지금 진짜로 이상한 게 뭔 것 같아?
Back in 2019, Bong Joon-ho made history with Parasite, sweeping the Oscars and becoming the first non-English language film to win Best Picture. It wasn't just a win for South Korean cinema, but for international films as a whole, proving that great storytelling transcends language barriers. With Mickey 17 now out, I felt compelled to revisit Parasite and see how it holds up today. Spoiler alert, it's still just as brilliant. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie reviews. Now, let's talk about Parasite. Parasite follows the struggling Kim family, who slowly infiltrate the wealthy Park household by posing as unrelated, highly qualified workers. At first, their scheme seems like the perfect con, but as secrets unravel, the story takes a shocking turn that sends everything spiraling into chaos. What starts as a dark comedy about class disparity quickly becomes something much more sinister and unpredictable. What makes Parasite such a masterpiece is how it constantly keeps you on edge. The tension builds perfectly. You never quite know where the film is going, and some scenes are genuinely nerve-wracking. But beyond the suspense, the movie is also really funny. A lot of the humor comes from how skilled the Kim family is at scamming the Parks, and just how gullible the rich family is in contrast.
어머님, 제가 아까 미술심리학, 미술치료 쪽으로도 공부 중이라고 말씀드렸죠?
네네.
다송이한테 무슨 일이 있었나요, 1학년 때? 솔직히 말씀을 드리면 제가 다송이를 맡을 수 있을지 없을지 판단을 하려면 그 부분을 꼭 짚고 넘어가야 될 것 같아요.
근데 지금 갑자기 말씀을 드리기가 좀 어쩌죠?
괜찮습니다. 보통 그림 우측하단 이쪽 부분을 스키조프레니아 존이라고 해서 신경정신과적 징후가 잘 드러나는 곳으로 보거든.
프리니아.
여기도 보세요. 이런 독특한 형태를 그려놨죠, 다송이가?
아, 네. 저거 똑같은 거. 저거 그거죠?
아, 네, 맞습니다. 같은 존의 비슷한 형태, 이제는 보이시죠?
나는 저 다송이 그림을 밥 먹을 때마다 매일 봤는데 제가 생판 아무것도 모르고 그죠?
One of the film's biggest strengths is how it makes you switch allegiances throughout. At different points, you're rooting for different characters, questioning whether they're just doing what they need to survive, or if they're truly manipulative and malicious. There's no clear villain, which makes the film even more compelling. Then, of course, there's the big twist, the moment that completely shifts the movie's tone. It comes out of nowhere, yet still feels perfectly in line with the film's themes. It takes Parasite into even darker territory without ever betraying what the story is about. Another thing that stands out is just how meticulously crafted the movie is. Every detail, every shot, and every piece of imagery is carefully set up and then reintegrated later in a way that feels seamless. It's the kind of film where you pick up on new things every time you watch it. And of course, the performances are phenomenal across the board. Song Kang-ho delivers a deeply layered performance as Ki-taek, the father, perfectly capturing his quiet desperation. Choi Woo-shik brings a natural charisma to Ki-woo, making his confidence in their schemes feel both entertaining and believable. Park So-dam is a scene stealer as Ki-jung, effortlessly balancing sharp wit and laid-back coolness. Lee Sun-kyun and Cho Yo-jong perfectly embody the privilege of the Park family, with Lee exuding authority while Cho nails the oblivious naivete of Miss Park. Even the supporting performances, Jong Hye-jin as the resourceful mother and Lee Jung-eun as the housekeeper with hidden secrets, add so much depth to the film's shifting power dynamics. Every actor plays a crucial role in making Parasite as gripping and unpredictable as it is. If I had one minor critique, it's that on a second watch, the first act can feel like it drags a little when you already know what's coming. But honestly, that's a nitpick, and it doesn't take away from the film's overall brilliance. Parasite is just as gripping today as it was when it first released. It's a masterclass in storytelling, blending suspense, humor, and social commentary without ever feeling forced. Few films manage to keep audiences on edge while also making them laugh and reflect on deeper themes, but Parasite does all of that effortlessly. The way it handles class disparity is both universal and deeply specific, making it resonate with viewers across different cultures. Beyond its storytelling, Parasite changed the landscape of modern cinema. Its historic Oscar win wasn't just a victory for Bong Joon-ho, but for international films as a whole. It proved that language is no barrier to a great movie, paving the way for more non-English films to receive mainstream recognition. After Parasite's success, we saw a notable shift in how Hollywood and audiences viewed foreign cinema, with more appreciation for South Korean films and TV as seen in the massive global success of Squid Game. Its influence can also be seen in how filmmakers approach genre blending. Bong Joon-ho has always been known for seamlessly mixing tones, but Parasite set a new standard for how a film can transition from dark comedy to thriller to outright horror without ever feeling disjointed. It's a rare movie that can completely shift gears halfway through and still feel completely organic. On top of all that, it's a film that rewards rewatches. The level of detail in its storytelling, cinematography, and symbolism is astounding. Every element is meticulously crafted, from the way the camera frames the Kim family's cramped semi-basement apartment versus the wide open spaces of the Park's mansion, to the way certain props and dialogue lines foreshadow later twists. It's one of those movies where you notice something new every time. It's a near perfect film. I'm giving Parasite a 4.5 out of 5. What do you think of Parasite? Has your opinion changed since it first came out? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.